Hi, everybody. My name's Mike. I'm here with my classmates, Jake and Ian. We are all physical therapist students at the University of Scranton. And we're here to talk to you a little bit today about safety with orthostatic hypotension and stroke. So I want you guys to take a minute here and just think about what blood flow is. So what does the blood do in your body? Okay, so blood flow is how our body gets nutrients and oxygen to our cells. So blood flows in these little tiny tubes in our bodies called arteries. They're very similar to a straw, and they help transport blood from one part of your body to another. So it brings this blood to different places like your brain, your feet, and your hands, and it allows the different parts of your body to do their job. So good blood flow is when blood flows smoothly without interruption through the body. Next, we're going to use some videos to help demonstrate this. In this video, the hallway that we roll the ball through will represent the arteries, or the small tubes that blood runs through in our body, while the blood is represented by the red ball. Notice how the ball flows smoothly without interruption through the hallway. Next, we're going to talk about bad blood flow. So bad blood flow is when blood is slow or interrupted in the small tubes in our bodies and doesn't get to where it needs to go. With this bad blood flow, parts of the bodies are not able to get the blood and are therefore not able to do their job. In this video, we'll demonstrate slow blood flow. Notice how in this video, the ball is rolling much slower than in the first one. Next, we're going to demonstrate how blood flow can be interrupted in the small tubes in our bodies. Watch as the blood gets blocked. The blood is blocked and not is able to get to the place it needs to go. Next, on to Jake, and he will teach you more about slow blood flow.
Hey guys, so I'm here today to talk to you about slow blood flow. First, I have a question for you. Have you guys ever stood up quickly and became dizzy? If you have you ever wondered why you're feeling this way? Well, when you stand up quickly, the blood flow to your brain is slowed down. That's why you get this feeling of dizziness. This is called orthostatic hypotension, or OH for short. So as you guys can see in this video, the blood is able to move down the tubes, like how Mike said, but it moves a little bit slower, making it hard for the blood to get to the different parts of your body. Now, the feeling of dizziness goes away because your body fixes this problem. Your body fixes it by making your blood flow normal again. Here is another video, like how Mike showed you, on what good blood flow should look like. As you could see, the blood is able to move down the tube at a normal speed. Next, we're going to talk about what you should do when you do feel dizzy. So, what I want you guys to remember are the 4 steps you need to take. First, if you stand up and feel dizzy, I want you to sit down nice and slowly. Next, once you're seated, I want you to take a deep breath. After that, I want you to count to 10. After counting to 10, it's important that you tell an adult. Now remember, when standing up, Always be safe by moving nice and slow. Now, let's practice these 4 steps. Alrighty, so I'm gonna have everybody stand up for me. Everyone standing up? All right. Uh-oh, so you stood up and now you're starting to feel dizzy. What do? First, you sit back down nice and slowly. Next, take a deep breath. Now I want you to count to 10. Ready? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, and 10. Good. Now, if your dizziness is going away, I want you to tell an adult. Next, we're going to have Ian talk to you about what happens when your blood flow is interrupted.
Hey guys. So to start, I want to ask you a question. Do you guys know what a stroke is? Well, if not, a stroke is what happens when blood flow to the brain is interrupted. Next, we're going to refer back to the video that Mike showed you earlier, where the blood is interrupted. As you can see, the ball or the blood can't get to the places it needs to go in the body. So we need you to be our stroke superheroes because this is a medical emergency. But in order to become a stroke superhero, you need to know the signs of a stroke. So what are the signs of a stroke? To learn this, remember to act fast. We're going to play this video to help teach you.
You love could be having a stroke. Learn these signs, act fast, give them hope. Face. There's the truth when you ask them to smile. There's one drift down on either side. Speech. Does it sound confused or strange? Then it's time. Time to call 911. Waste. Heart. Speech. Time. Act fast. With every second, brain cells die. Call 911 at any sign of stroke. Act fast. Give a loved one hope.
All right, so just like the video showed you, the signs of a stroke are face being uneven, arm hanging, speaking strangely, and then time to call 911. You can remember this by the FAST acronym. So let's practice. Jake and Mike, what does F stand for?
Hey,
Face. A stands for
arm.
S stands for
Speech.
and T stands for
Time.
To call 911.
All right, stroke superheroes, your turn. F stands for face. A stands for arm. S stands for speech. And T stands for time to call 911. Good job, stroke superheroes. So, remember, if a stroke happens, I want you to tell an adult right away and call 911. So we need you stroke superheroes to be on the lookout and remember to act fast. Strokes can happen at any age, but most of the time happen in older adults such as parents or grandparents. All right, now time for a game.
All right. Can you guys name the 4 steps when feeling dizzy from OH? So, if you stand up and feel dizzy, what should you do? Should you take a deep breath, sit down quickly, tell an adult, sit down slowly, hold your breath, or count to 10. All right, let's see if you guys picked the right answers. So, if you picked take a deep breath, tell an adult, sit down slowly, and count to 10, you were right. Now, can you put these 4 steps in order? So remember, if you stand up and begin to feel dizzy, what should you do? All right, it's time to see the answers. All right, so if you stand up and begin to feel dizzy, what should you do? First, you should sit down slowly. Next, take a deep breath. Third, count to 10. And finally, tell an adult.
Okay. What do the 4 signs of a stroke spell? Is it flat, fast, flop, or float? All right. If you put fast, you got that right. Next, what does FAST stand for? Pick the 4 that apply. First, arm, time, speech, face, and stand. Okay. The answers are face, arm, speech, and time. Good job, guys. All right. Now, Mike is going to review the information we just learned.
So today we learned all about blood flow. Blood flow is important to allow different parts of your body to get the blood necessary in order for them to do their job. Blood travels all around your body to your arms, your feet, and your brain. Blood flow can be good or bad. If it's good, it's fast and uninterrupted. If it's bad, it could be slow or interrupted. If you or someone else experiences bad blood flow, follow the safety steps you've learned today and tell an adult. So in review, OH is when our blood flow is slow and we feel dizzy. And in order to combat this, we take a seat, take a deep breath, count to 10, and when we're done counting to 10, we tell an adult. We also learned today about stroke. Stroke is when your blood flow is interrupted to your brain. Ian did a great job telling us all about the FAST acronym we could use to identify signs of the stroke. If our face looks uneven, our arm hangs down, or if our speech is strange, it's time to call 911. Thanks for watching, guys, and remember, you are stroke superheroes now.